Yo, this is Nima Fadavi. Stay tuned, you watching Baylingual. My name's Nima Fadavi. I'm a producer from the Bay Area. I grew up in Mountain View, which is a South Bay area. It's a small town pretty close to San Jose. I went to Mountain View High, so a lot of different people that I grew up with were, you know, mix of different types of people. You know, I had friends that were rich from the hills to people from, you know, EPA, and just a very diverse place. Knew I wanted to be a producer, I would say when I was about 17 or 18. Started making beats, but I was going to community college. I was taking random general ed classes, and one of the classes I took was on music production. I just realized, like, at that point, like, you can actually get a degree in doing this. Like, people can actually make a real living off doing this. I started, like, really focus on pushing more towards the career side of it rather than doing it just for fun, which, you know, it's still fun to me, but I realized, like, yo, you can actually make a career out of doing this. Producers that influenced me, definitely Alchemist, man. Like, Alchemist is like #1, like, in my book. What people don't really realize is, like, he's still the test of time. He's still making music. He's gone through multiple eras of hip-hop and, like, managed to adapt to, like, what changed and still stay relevant, but still, like, have his own little niche and, like, his own sound and, like, kind of keep that relevant throughout the different changes in hip-hop. I think it really depends, you know, if you would say that producers get less credit than rappers, because certain people might say yes, certain people might say no. I feel like as a producer you do get less credit a lot of times and your name isn't as known, but it's your job is to be behind the scenes. You're not necessarily supposed to outshine the rapper, but it all depends on how you promote yourself. I feel like now there's so many producers that you have to really have yourself, like, stand out and brand your name, and that's something that I've always been really, you know, focused on, is branding my name and promoting myself like the same way a rapper would, with, like, stickers, merchandise, website, and all that. As far as going on tour, like, I go on tour as a DJ, so I DJ for Burner, I've DJed for Los Rockas in the past. Going on tour is, like, it's different, man. It's a whole nother world. A lot of people are excited for it at first and then don't make it through it a lot of times. Like, I've seen people leave tours, like, frequently because they can't handle it. It's a lot of hard work. You don't get to sleep much, and if you do, it's like in a hotel room, in a van, on a tour bus. Like, you sleep wherever you can. The one thing about being on tour is, like, the experience and the relationships you make with people. They really become your family for that period of time. I've met a lot of people being on tour, but I would say meeting 50 Cent was, like, the craziest thing probably. He was just so cool, man. Like, we were in a room, in the green room, and, like, when he talks, people just, like, shut up. And, like, just, like, everybody, like, gathers around and just listens to what he has to say, because he has so much game and he's so smart. And it's crazy to, like, see somebody with, like, the type of power like that, like, because he gives up so much game and advice. There's no good or bad in music, in my opinion. You gotta be yourself and be creative, you know, and that's what's really gonna set you apart. With hip-hop especially, at times it could be so cookie cutter with a lot of things sounding the same, and then when you have something where the structure is the same on, like, every song, people, like, will hear and be like, okay, this isn't anything special or new. It's kind of cool right now, but then, like, a year from now you'll forget about the song. And so what I try and do is try and kind of break that mold a little bit by, you know, just trying to shape my own sound, but then, like, as far as the structure of songs, like, changing that up too. Like, there's no rules in music. Like, you can do whatever you want.